Welcome back to Casiano Travels.
Home of the family that lives by car and plane.
I'm MJ.
I'm Christine.
And I'm Cashy.
So today we're having H&H Bagels out of New York, New York, and I am pumped for this one.
Looks great.
Nova Scotia is one of my all-time favorite ways of doing bagels, so I couldn't be more excited.
So this is part of our wheel series, Meal of Wheels, where we spin the wheel and whatever it lands on, that's the restaurant on Goldbelly we're gonna review for you guys next. It landed on H&H Bagels out of New York City. And when you think about bagels in New York City, H&H is usually the first one that comes to people's minds. And I'll be honest, I wasn't that excited when it landed on this because I'm not a big bagel guy, just not my style. But when I opened the package, it looked incredible and the smell is incredible. And I've gone from like a 2 excitement to like a 9. So this has been on a ton of TV shows, which is really cool. I'm a big Seinfeld guy, so if you've seen that show before, there was a couple episodes where Kramer actually worked at a bagel factory, and we're like 99% sure it was H&H Bagels, which is pretty cool. So if you remember, he went on strike for like 10 years. That's why he didn't have a job in all those episodes. But apparently it was H&H Bagels, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I know they've been featured in a lot of other TV shows as well, but H&H actually did start in 1972, so they've been around for over 45 years at this point, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, it's a feat for any business to achieve, and it's obviously for a reason. I know the ingredients that go into making these bagels are all natural ingredients, and the way they proof them, they kettle boil them, and then they dip them in cold water before they bake them in an old vintage style turntable that has wood wrapped in burlap. This whole process, it makes them set themselves apart from other bagel companies. So I am so excited. One of the things I noticed, the cream cheese looks incredible. Like if you just buy cream cheese, it's like packaged and it's like really smooth on top. This is like freshly whipped.
Yeah, it looks like grandma made it.
It looks like grandma just made this.
Which made me excited.
It looks incredible. There's really not a whole lot else to say. Nova Scotia bagels are pretty simple. The one thing I will say, they were pictured with the capers and the thinly sliced onions. I know that's traditionally how you'll have Nova Scotia bagels. It does not come with the capers or the onions. So if that's something that you do want, I would recommend buying it in advance. We didn't realize that, so we don't have it today. Not a huge deal.
You learn and live. So there were absolutely no cooking instructions, which is pretty rare for this channel. You unbox it, it's ready to go, which is very easy. So the price wasn't really that bad either. It was $69. You get 6 bagels, you get the thing of cream cheese, and you get the smoked salmon as well. That's really not that bad. So yeah, just a little bit over $10 a bagel, which I think in New York City is pretty standard anyway. So
yeah.
You ready to eat?
I'm ready.
Bon appetit.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's a good bagel.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
That is definitely the best bagel I've ever had, which doesn't say a lot because again, I'm not a big bagel guy. I haven't had too many, but I've probably had at least 15 bagel places in my life. This is by far the best. Cheers.
So good. Oh man.
This is our dinner, by the way.
It came in today and we were like, you know what? This is so easy. It looks amazing and it's really fresh right now, so why not?
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
It's like 8 p.m. We're having bagels with cream cheese and smoked salmon. Probably about 12 hours past when we should have had it, but it's good to me.
Well, I will still be digging into this tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the cream cheese is definitely the best I've ever had. The bagel is still really fresh. It's got some sweetness to it, which is amazing. So with that said, we always rate based on 3 things. That's taste, that's visual appeal, and how it tastes in comparison to the actual restaurant. We have not been to H&H Bagels, unfortunately, so we can't go off that, but taste and visually, both very high. I mean, the visual appeal, like I said, when I unboxed it, was mouth-dropping. I was drooling, the smell was great. That's gotta be way up there for me. And then the taste, it's the best bagel I've ever had. So if we're judging based on the category of bagels, I'm not gonna lie, I was prepared to give this like a 7. Like before I even looked at it and tried it, in my head, I'm like, I don't like bagels that much, this is gonna be a 7. This is like a 9.2.
Oh wow, that's an
really
incredible
good
score.
For bagels, it's as good as they come.
Yeah, no, this is an amazing bagel. The only knock that I have on this is that it didn't come with the fresh capers and onions. Since it was pictured with it, I feel like it probably should have come with it, and it really would have like made this complete for me. But with that being said, I'm gonna give this an 8.9. The only reason I'm not giving it a 9 is because it didn't have the capers and onions that came with it.
8.9 out of 10. Cashy, what would you give it? He doesn't know, but he's devouring it. I would say probably an 8.5 out of 10 for Cashy.
I I agree.
8.5, he confirmed it. All right, guys, it's time for the best part of the show, the Wheel of Meals. That's right, the Wheel of Meals, where we spin this wheel and whatever it lands on, that's what we're gonna order next and review for you guys off of Goldbelly. Christine, spin that wheel. John's roast pork. That's one of mine. We're tied up 2-2 right now. We both had 2 spins each, 2 wins each. So very excited for that. Be on the lookout for that next time. And thank you guys as always for watching.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time.
Dad.
Mama.
I am your mama.
Mom, Dad.
I bet he would have liked the cream cheese.
Give him a taste and see. I don't want to
Yeah.
give him a whole one though.
Yeah.
Dad.